Sounds like a lovely country. I'll go and tell you about it. Now, listen, that's the good news. We got some good news for you about what you can do with that dollar. But, you know, if you're sticking around in the United States, you really are going to get hurt by these rising prices. You go to any restaurant or supermarket these days, and you don't need us to tell you inflation's an issue.
But we can tell you, what you can do about it. What can you do about it? For that, we turn to our very own Greg Hunter. Hi, Greg.
Don't tell us to stop eating.
You can't stop eating. Well, listen, this whole financial thing is being called the mother of all crises. That, according to former Fed chief Paul Volcker. Big bailouts and billions being doled out to the banks and brokerages is the problem. And nowhere is a warning signal flashing brighter than the price of gold. It's down to the mid-920 range.
Wow.
Expert precious metals trader Jim Sinclair, who also used to work for Paul Volcker, tells us what those warning signals should mean to you.
But as the dollar was strong, where was gold? Weak. As the dollar became extraordinarily weak, where is gold? Making new highs. As the dollar makes new lows in this period of time. They are absolutely linked together. Gold functions as a warning.
So you're sitting there and you think, what should the common man do? Here's what Sinclair says. Listen up.
If possible, if there are debts that can be paid down, and he has the ability to do it, it should be. If that's not possible, then certainly don't put any more debts on that credit card. Understand that even employment could be in question. Have some sort of a basic plan of what to do with the family and how. It's a time for consolidation. It's not a time for risk. It's not a time to take a new job. It's not a time to go out and go into some sort of a business. It's a time to sit back and let gold speak to you.
Notice Sinclair, who made millions in the 70s trading gold, is an expert precious metals trader, did not tell people to buy gold or silver. Asked him why, even though he's predicting gold to reach, listen to this, $1,650 an ounce in the next couple of years. He told me, listen, most people really aren't in financial position to do that. They need to put their financial house in order. You need to pay down debt. You need to do research. You should have a small portfolio. Incidentally, Sinclair doesn't sell anything. He has a free website. He doesn't need investors. He doesn't sell gold.
He's saying what he thinks. That's a good piece of advice. That rather than figuring out where the next quick buck is, just don't get debt.
I think we've said this too. We're talking about these checks that are going to come in the mail starting next week, the stimulus checks. Listen, folks, the best thing you can do for the economy is to take care of yourself at this point.
Get your financial house in order.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about, and we've seen it at the shopping mall, we've seen it at the grocery store. I mean, people are starting to pull back where they can, and there's a reason, because they got an awful lot of debt. They've already taken a lot of money out of their houses. He's saying you got to take care of your own family budget first.
That's right. Don't worry about making a quick buck somewhere. I mean, if you have the money, then do the research, and you can't just tell people to buy gold, because I like telling people, buy stock. Well, what stock?
Right.
Do some research. It should be a part of your portfolio. You should know what you're buying.
There's a lot of gloom and doom out there, but I feel like it's a real wake-up call for people. Like, this is a great opportunity for people to get it all together, and stop the insanity, get it all together, and let's move ahead.
And there are things you can do, as you say, when you do some research. There are investments you can make, but priority has to be to protecting yourself from getting into worse situations.
Thank you.